What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today we're going to be having a look at LMG Bipods and if they really allow you to reload faster in CoD World War II. Now I know a bunch of you guys are saying, of course they do, I know this, I've seen it before, they definitely allow you to reload faster. I wanted to take a little bit of a deeper look at it because I'm sure some of you guys have seen this, but a lot of people I feel don't really think about this in practical terms. So the first thing I wanted to show you guys is a simple comparison. Let's just take the Lewis as our example here. This works with all of the LMGs, and let's have a look at our standard reload. This is without hustle equipped. As you can see, it's quite slow at just over 5 seconds to get a full reload in. Keep in mind, this is our reload add time, so this is the amount of time it takes us to reload without any unnecessary animations. This is the minimum amount of time that it takes to reload and have your gun ready to fire. Now let's have a look at reloading with the bipod equipped. Again, this is without hustle, and you'll see here, it is noticeably faster. The animation is a lot faster. You can get your gun reloaded quite a bit faster when you have your bipod deployed. Some of you guys might not have known about this, but I feel like a lot of the community does definitely know about this by now. And I noticed when I was talking about the GPMG in my gun guide for that, where I go over all the stats and everything for it, a lot of people were saying, why don't you just use the armored division, mount the bipod, and use that to reload your gun so you don't have to wait for that extremely long reload time that the GPMG has. Because with that gun, you are going to be reloading very frequently, it has a very small magazine, and a decently high fire rate, so you burn through those very often. So why were the classes that I suggested with the infantry division rather than the armored division? If we look at this in practical terms, in order to get that faster reload while having your bipod deployed, you first have to deploy your bipod, then you have to reload, and then you have to dismount your bipod in order to get back into the fight. So this got me thinking, is it really faster to complete this entire process of getting that reload in, assuming that we just want to get our gun reloaded, we don't want to mount the bipod and actually stay in that position, we just want to be able to reload faster and get back in the fight. Is it really faster to use the bipod for this, or are we better off just reloading normally? So I did a bunch of tests with this. I did it with several of the LMGs, but I'm just going to show you the Lewis for an example. Keep in mind, every single one of them has nearly identical numbers, or at least they behave in exactly the same way, so there are no exceptions to this. It turns out with the Lewis, this entire process takes more than 5.7 seconds. And that's assuming we're already in a position where we can mount our bipod, because you would normally have to crouch behind some sort of piece of cover, or you would have to go completely prone. This is assuming that we're already in one of those positions where we're capable of mounting it. It takes more than 5.7 seconds to complete the process where we mount it, we reload, and we dismount it, and we're ready to fire. If we go back and compare this to the standard reload time without hustle, that was right around 5.2 seconds. So you can see here very clearly that if you're just going for a reload, you're much better off just performing a standard reload. This also gives you the advantage of being able to move around a little bit as you're reloading, and you're not a sitting duck, because when you deploy that bipod and you go for the reload, you're stuck in that position and you better hope that nobody runs up on you. So realistically, it is not beneficial to mount a bipod for the simple purpose of reloading. Now, of course, there may be a situation where you actually want to mount a bipod and stay in that position and stay mounted in that position. In that case, assuming you've already fired some rounds, you are better off waiting and not reloading first. You mount your bipod first and then you reload and then you just stay in that position. You are better off in that scenario. This was more so testing just the standard reload. Is it really worth it to go prone or go behind a piece of cover, mount your bipod, reload it, and then dismount it? The simple answer is no, and this applies with all of the LMGs. So hopefully this will save a little bit of time for you guys, and hopefully this will also open your eyes a little bit as to why I feel the infantry division is much better off for LMGs. You're better off getting that faster aim down sight strafe speed, as well as the extra attachment. I feel it's far superior to the armored division, and if you want that explosive resistance, you might as well just use infantry and pop on Hunker. So with that, we're going to wrap up today's video. I'd like to know in the comments section below, did this surprise you at all? Have you guys been using the LMGs with the bipod? Have you been deploying that bipod in order to get a faster reload? And will this now change your practices with that? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.
Burn them up!